Former Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, leader of the People's Labour Party, noting the 6th August 2nd anniversary of the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party as the current political administration of the Federation, said after 2 years in office, the Sknlp-led government, led by Prime Minister Dr. Terrance has failed to deliver on major promises made on the campaign trail and in its political manifesto. Dr. Harris pointed to promises regarding national security, social safety nets, citizenship by investment, among others, and he described the Sknlp government as, quote, arrogant and incompetent, end quote.
The Drew-led administration made a host of glowing promises to the electorate relative to how they would govern, including but not limited to the following: bringing greater relief to the poor and marginalized through enhancement of the Poverty Alleviation Program PAP, started by my team Unity Government; securing large-scale housing solutions to those who want to achieve the goal of home ownership; diversifying the economy in order to boost the nation's gross domestic product; prioritizing law and order, making our citizenship by investment program bigger and more profitable, with citizens receiving greater benefits from this economic driver, and investing heavily in healthcare through the construction of a smart hospital and the provision of an MRI facility at the JNF General Hospital. When asked, are you better off today than 2 years ago, the vast majority of Kittitians and Nevisians have answered with a resounding no. The vast majority believe that they are doing worse today than 2 years ago. They do not feel safe. They do not feel that this government is paying attention to their needs or that of their families. They feel ignored and disrespected by this arrogant and incompetent government.
According to the PLP leader, the Sknlp-led federal government also failed at diversifying the economy, creating jobs and improving foreign exchange earnings.
What about diversifying the economy? To date, there have not been a single project, industry boost, or new investment brought by the present government. We still have the same tourism, agricultural, manufacturing, and construction sectors which are now struggling to survive in a flatlined economy. We have seen no new investors or investment in the marine blue economy, in the information and communication technology sectors, or in sustainable development projects from which we can boost our GDP, realize foreign exchange earnings, boost exports, or create new jobs. Instead, we are witnessing the departure of a number of businesses on Port Zante and elsewhere in Basti and around the country, stores closures in the Pelican Mall and elsewhere, layoffs in the local workforce, and an adverse impact on the severance payment fund in order to provide for these displaced workers. Our small businesses have it too hard. To add insult to injury, a number of local businesses, especially food retail outlets, are the repeated victims of armed robberies. So much so that our people have become desensitized to the news of their occurrence.
As the Sknlp enters its 3rd year in office, Dr. Harris said Prime Minister Drew must be held accountable. He called on the Prime Minister to take decisive action on the country's pressing issues. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.